Okay, people, I'm charting my stories based on my own experiences, so people will get a feel and an understanding why I stood firm in my fight for justice campaign, despite the impact on my mental and physical health. When you hear the story, you will be amazed. Yeah? You will be amazed. So I'm stood at the bus stop, waiting. A young man, I'm assuming he's young, came, stood beside me, and this is why I'm so impressed to tell the story. Because he came, he stood beside me, he said, "Miss, can I ask you a question?" He was so polite. And I said, "Yes, go ahead, ask the question." He said, "Miss, can you spare some change to help me to get something to eat?" And because of my experiences of being scammed by some people who pretended that they were destitute and begging, I was skeptical. Yeah? I said to him, "I have no money." Yeah? "I have no money." And then he said, "Oh, he's hungry. He just needs something to make up what he have, to buy something to eat." And I reach I reach in my pocket because I was looking at the demeanor of this young man in pleading his case. So I asked, no, I forget the most important thing. When he came up to me, he says to me, "Are you from Clarendon?" Yes. So after he pleaded his case asking for money, I says to him, "Do I look like somebody you know?" And he said, "That's why he's asking me if I'm from Clarendon." So I says to him about my family. I have family in Clarendon, and there were times when I'm mistaken for, or my cousin is mistaken for me. She's since passed on, that's Sonia. And I'm saying to her how strong our resemblance is. So that softened me up. So I took out the change I have in my pocket, because as I said, my experiences make me not so free-handed to hand out money, especially when I have to go into my bag to get it. I took out the change I have in my pocket, my coat pocket, and I handed it to him. I said, "This is all I've got." And he was so gracious when I handed it to him, because he already had some change in his hand. So we stood there talking. I don't know, I think I asked him his name, and he said his name is Raymond Ray. So when he said Raymond and Ray, I thought he was saying Ray shortened for Raymond. He said, "No, Raymond Ray." I even said to him, "I haven't heard that name before." But it was after I was coming on the bus now, I realized, yes, I do know Tia Ray. So you know, when he told me his story now, this young man was so gracious. I said to him, "Give me back the change. I'm going to give you something because you're so gracious." So I put my bus pass, I was taking out my bus pass, and £5 drop out. And I realized I could have lost it, so I put it in the back of the bus pass. So I took it out and I handed it to him. I said, I nearly lost it. And because you're so gracious, I'm going to give this to you. Give me back the change. Would you believe he was giving me back the change? So that's how I know he was genuine. So I gave him the £5 and I said, "No, keep it." So as he walked off, another person came. He has a cardboard. So I've got a little interview with him to tell his story, so you will know what I'm about. So I'm back from Miss Gloria's funeral. I didn't go to the cemetery. I didn't have other things to do. I done my bit, and I've made some contacts. So I'm back home now. I'm gonna see what I have. Keep me going. Tomorrow I'm back. I'm going to the Valentine's Day meal or whatever it is. Over and out.